Hey everyone, Zeta here. So we got fun times today with the release of the Phil Robin number 2 banner. And initially I was thinking, well, we'll see what the units come out. Will I pull on this? The data mine has gotten some interesting information about what type of units will be on the next few banners. Specifically the old spring, last year's spring banner coming back for a voting gauntlet, as well as cooldown units. And weighing that between going back into this year's spring, I took a look at the units and I said, okay, you know what, I got to go for it. The weight that I'm giving to this legendary banner, I'm going at 75% success here. So Robin is a do-want, Sakura is a do-want for her weapon, Brave Lyn would be good for getting more merges. Ike, I want his warding breath for inheriting to other people. Zelgius, not really my thing right now. Nowi, I want to merge her, get a better IV. Fjorm is a merged. Loot, well, I guess I'd strum a loot, but not sure of what else there. Lucina, kind of like a secondary merge opportunity. Gunthra, though, is primary. Elise is tertiary. But I have a +2 Tiki that I want to go and get to higher merge levels. So at 9 out of 12 there, it's a pretty good opportunity for me to pull in, because out of the 12, if I grab a 5-star, 75% of the chance it's going to be exactly what I want. Now, Robin herself, I was looking at that of what had gotten mined out, and then eventually when the stats were actually released on there, I thought at first, she doesn't have a real strong point. She's so balanced. Then I took a look again with her weapons and such on there and all the abilities. She really doesn't have a strong point. This is awesome. She doesn't have a weakness either. The strengths that she has are allowed to shine through because there's no weakness there. So she's a flyer. She's has that weakness. Colorless has weakness to Raven Tomes. And there's a BST that flyers usually have that's less. But she's a dragon, so she has higher BST. She has the dragon hide skill that nullifies the weakness to archers, and she has the color inversion that nullifies her weakness to Triangle Adept. All she has is the weakness to Naga and Falchion, leaving her excellent mobility and no color disadvantage. In fact, the cancel advantage turns it into a strength. So for me, that puts her on the list to have in there, and with guidance, she can be a great part of my dragon team, my flyer teams. Well, you can come fly the unfriendly skies. So I'm going to go at it with the 100 orbs that I've saved up here, and the way I look at it with the other ones, the spring one, yes, I want Camilla out of that. Yes, the cooldown ones, I'm going to want Steady Breath out of that, because most likely Ike's going to be on there. But the way I figure it out, it's going to be this 8% appearance rate. Yeah, people are going to sneeze at that too, but as opposed to trying to go in on a 3% start rate, on especially with the spring banner of having 2 greens on there, I think my better overall chances of getting something that I want are better on this legendary than going on that. I'll put a little bit in, but mostly after this is done, I'm going to save for Thracia. So join me, we're going to drop this free redeem and have at it. Ooh, okay, so greens to start. Greens are definitely what I want, as well as colorless. That's what I'm going to try and pull on primarily. But I'm not going to be too miffed on any of the other colors, because again, that's where it's going to be great, no matter which one of them I get. But it's like 2 out of 3 for green, 3 out of 3 for colorless. So I'm going to try and balance my pulling to optimize that. Now, I had seen that that Summer Tiki had kind of gone down in some of the rankings there because of other units doing what she has done better. But the way that IS has been pulling around with some of these units is that as new things get released... Oh, hello, awesome! I'm off to a lucky streak here. But as new things get released, as new skills get released, and inheritance changes, the the unit's ranks change a lot. I'm going to have to check out to see what her boon and bane is. I currently have, I think it was a plus HP minus speed. I'm not exactly sure here, but if she gets a plus resistance or anything else that's not speed and banes into HP or banes into defense, I'll be spectacularly happy. Now, I probably shouldn't have continued on with this because I just broke the streak, but, well, I'm not going to really worry about that too much. This is for fun for me, so whatever. I'm looking at the building up into Thracia, and seeing that since IS has been more generous in this year, well, compared to somehow like the things were at the end of the year, that I'll be able to save up a pretty sufficient stack of orbs. You know, more events have been going around, more returns to old events in order to and with opportunities to up the orbs that you earn. I think I'll probably have around 100 again by the time Thracia comes around. And if I really don't care too much about that, then, well, you know, no problem. That means I save up more for later on in the month. So I got some good merge fodder, some good inheritance so far, but I'm going to venture into the depths of colorless hell, which really isn't too much hell lately, and especially with these 3 units here that are on the legendary. If I get the Nekomata, that'll be awesome to have that special weapon. And hell, here's a death blow. I could always use another one of those. So, okay, no big deal. I think that, yeah, I could use a Fjorm, but I'm going to stop here. So I had another 2 after that one. That makes 5. My appearance rate, yep, 8.5. So I can start the next one, which is marginally higher. And I got mostly greens and colorless, so I'm banking on those this time around. I got another Nowi. I can already steer clear of the reds and be happy on that. Now for the cooldown special, there's a lot of options that they can put into that banner. Yes, the warding breath, yes, the steady breath, but I don't think that legendary Ike will be here. I think it'll just be brave Ike for the breaths. Meanwhile, we'll see Wrath. I think Nephany should be probably in there. Oh, hell yeah, there we go. I'll have a merge up to plus 3 for her. I am liking the legendary. Anyone who kind of crushes on legendaries, oh, it's not effectively this and stuff. It's a lot of bean counting in there that doesn't need to happen. Have some fun with this. But yeah, as far as the other potentials in there, besides those 2, okay, so maybe stack it up to 4 skills that drop your. I'm at kind of a loss for them, mostly because I don't have too many other ones. Ooh, so this is rough. Do I go for the whole kit and caboodle, or just my green here? Here we go. So I have one of her, and I really haven't been sure of what to do with her. Now I have another. You know, her Hibiscus Tome, the +1 to attack and speed within 2 spaces is good. It's just not terribly stellar. Speed and resistance is a nice one, though. So I may merge her up. I may toss another one on there. I don't know yet. But do I go for the blues? I really want to just hit colorless right now. Oh my gosh. Hope this doesn't kill me for all the rest of them. But the way that I'm thinking about it, there's probably going to be some more weapons, characters with weapons that bring about the cooldown. more so than the skills, because I think we're kind of limited out on more of them besides the breaths and the wrath and wrath overall. All right, life and death 3. So maybe one of the Woe Dao users. That's really where I'm seeing that go. All right, here we go. Some more colorless. Kaboom! There we go. I really want to get all of them going on there. Minerva, Nicholas, and Maria now. That's so many feathers to really get them powerful up. And I'm gonna start merging a 4-star Priscilla because I do have a 5-star. She served me amazingly well, and being able to get some of these up and going is going to just really help that out. Ooh. The excitement is starting to get to me here. Okay, I've been building into him too. But for F. Grima, I'm looking at the stats, and I can only think that she's going to be best served with a neutral IV of all things. Yeah, speed would be great to get her up to 38. She could use attack. She can use any of her real base stats, like defense, like resistance. But she would really only dump HP, and her HP is just at that point where you don't want to take it too much lower, because her defense and resistance, both of them are as well good, but not great. So it's really hard to throw out there what's going to suit her best, what's going to make her the more powerful. I think that with the way that she's set up, with having no weaknesses, you don't want to give her more weaknesses, by taking something into her defense that really is not going to allow her more survivability. So I think HP would probably be the best bane, and having speed would be the best boon, in my opinion. But you know what? That would hinge on me actually landing one of her. And if I did, I'd probably take my Earth Ike, that legendary Ike that I got, and immediately give Warding Breath to Felicia, just for kicks. Although, as I'm considering it, having that much cooldown on her is really just overkill, unless she's been given, Aether or something with such a high cooldown. But I'm going to just finish this out. I'm not going to go too crazy for this. I know I'll see her again, and I'll be seeing the other seasonal spring units again later on in the legendary banners. And so I think the chances of going spring units in the legendary banners is going to be a lot higher than if I do it in the 3-star, 3% normal banners. Just because there's other units that I know if I grab a 5, I'm going to get and I'm going to be happy with. And that limited pool just helps out so much. So the last round here, good merges that I need to work on. I want to get Pala up to a 5-star, and I'm going to be investing in her soon. So getting as many 4-stars versions of her allow me to build a big pool of merged units. That way I spend less feathers and not take up all my space. So for 100 units of orbs, I got 3 5-stars out of here, 2 of which were on my good to go list to help improve the units that I have, and then 1 more of which is not a bad thing either. So I'm walking away from this pretty happy. No Grimmy, but we'll take a look through later on. I'll either take some of the orbs off of Thracia if I'm feeling really bad on this, or I'll save up for Thracia. We'll see how this goes, and I'll catch you on the next time. Zeta signing out.